if Incognito can start the rival series a little bit differently than it went last time for them. And the new faces to the scene, Manhattan, see how they start their mark here in the rival series. Incognito in blue, Manhattan in orange.
Something to keep in mind about Manhattan is they're one of the few NA teams that like to spread the field and pass it around. That's something that NA's always struggled with, and Manhattan does it perfectly.
Well, the passing's actually going to be Incognito. Tuster to Go Rocks, but cleared away nicely by Timon. Throw that one away. Timon grabbing that nicely timed boost spawn. I'm going to keep the ball away from the net for now here. Manhattan's going to be on the attack. Ajax looking to get it started. Go Rocks Go and Nicky Mac looking to try to get it away. Nicky Mac missing that tee up from Go Rocks. They still keep it in play. High off the backboard, a miss. Going to allow Tuster to keep it in. Timon able to clear it away. What could have been dangerous here for Manhattan. That shot knocked away from Tuster. That's going to be another one, little light. And Go Rocks Go, excuse me, Nicky Mac able to make the save. Go Rocks Go with the follow-up.
Incognito is doing extremely well, getting the ball out of their end and forcing it down the field without any contests to the midfield, and maybe that's Manhattan's fault, but Incognito doing a good job of keeping this ball neutral.
I think one of the things we could say Incognito struggled with last season was over-rotating or just being a little too aggressive, and right now they are looking like they clean that up a lot here early in, at least early in this game one.
Yeah, we saw a lot of overcommitments, especially from Go Rocks Go and Tuster. Tuster, he's kind of that guy who will go around the field.
He wants to go.
He wants to go. He kind of chases the ball around a little bit, but he is the carry for this team, absolutely.
Ajax waiting for this one. Looking to hit his buddy Malekis. That ball broken up in midfield by Tuster. Incognito trying to threaten here against Manhattan. Manhattan just content to play this corner. Just tried to get an opportunity out off the crossbar. The shot goes in for Tuster off of Go Rocks on the crossbar. It's 1-0 Incognito.
And if Tuster has an inkling that he can score it, he's going to go for it. And this ball off the crossbar, uncontested, Tuster is going to beat that last defender, put it away, and if you're Incognito, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Feeling great. 0-7 last season, and we start out game one scoring first. That first goal can mean so much for any team in a game of Rocket League. Go Rocks Go off the kickoff. Looking to not slow down at all. Tuster looking for Nicky Mac. Broken up there by Manhattan. A good passing play, and that knocked away by Go Rocks Go. Was there waiting for the save.
You can already see the play from Manhattan is a lot more beautiful. Dropping it down to their teammates, but it's not the most pretty team that wins. Incognito already up by one here. Manhattan, while they've looked good, haven't put one away yet.
They are going to move downfield. This Manhattan just kind of back and forth, still feeling the field, waiting for that one opportunity, that quick passing play. Ajax creeping and then turned away by Tuster, but still in by Malekis, straight down. Go Rocks Go does a good job of clearing it out, at least to midfield, but Manhattan still putting this pressure on. They are threatening against this Incognito squad. A little bit of a double commit. Allows Manhattan to take control in midfield. Here's Ajax looking for his own pass, knocked away by Nicky Mac. Manhattan still threatening. That pass just way too far wide for Malekis to grab, and makes a nice save on his way back.
Tuster got a little over anxious there, went for that one. He saw that last defender got the clear, but the pressure's still on for Incognito. Can they convert?
Well, they're working on it here.
Lots of space, too.
Plenty of space for Malekis, who tips this off to Timon. Timon back to Malekis, broken up by Go Rocks Go. And Incognito looking for that quick transition play that can seal the deal in game one. That's going to be a throw to the back wall. Shot knocked away by Timon. Back over to the corner it goes for Malekis.
Incognito, you can already see how they're going to play against Manhattan. Manhattan pushing the ball down the field, connecting with each other, but the second that gets broken up, the ball gets boomed downfield for Incognito, and they try and make a play off it.
Manhattan just looking for that pass. Gone for one or two cherry picks, not too many, but just looking for that quick pass downfield, the transition. Incognito holding on to this one-goal lead. Manhattan working the edge. Here comes Ajax, just missing that touch. Malekis looking for the back. All Timon can do is throw it back by his teammates. Time to retreat. Timon looking to take control. It's just a scrum there in midfield between him and Nicky Mac to get away from that ball. Manhattan needs to score soon, Otherwise, they're going to find themselves just losing by 1, not able to get any solid shot opportunities. This might be it, but couldn't find their way past the defense. Incognito keeping the door shut and keeping the ball away.
Time is on Incognito's side right now. They can just keep this ball back and forth for the rest of the 20 seconds here. They're going to sneak away with game 1.
Up high, Tuster. It's a light shot. Manhattan, you can tell they're getting a little fidgety on their own end, just rushing, trying to get the ball out. Less than 10 seconds to go. This next hit here might decide what happens. And not able to find the ball kills any drive that Manhattan had here. And here we go, game number 1. Goes to Incognito. And now this isn't the first time we've seen this out of Incognito. They were able to take games in the first season of the Rival Series. They looked good. It was just they could not go the distance, couldn't finish plays. Here they are finishing 1-0 against Manhattan, who had a couple of solid starts to drives, and then they just got shut down.
You know, I think Incognito actually isn't that bad of a squad. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They were able to counter a lot of things that Manhattan were doing. Like I said earlier, Manhattan was kind of pushing the ball around the field, and Incognito was breaking it up, pushing it down the field, and trying to score, obviously. I think Tuster played a great game here. A little more quiet on the Go Rocks Go and Nicky Mac side, but I think they played well in their own right just to not make any big mistakes. There was no overcommits that we were talking about earlier. So overall, I think good game from Incognito.
I actually really loved what I saw to Go Rocks Go in that game. Specifically, what you said, no overcommits, not getting too antsy. There was specifically a play, you saw a pass off the sidewall from Malekith back down to Timon that Go Rocks typically would be like, all right, I'm just going to gun for that, and he would lose those just because the pass is so fast you can't get there in time. Instead, he's like, no, that's a quick pass. I need to get back to net. He was there on the rotation. He was able to make that save, keeping the game at 1-0, keeping Manhattan away. So, like you said, they're playing really well. This is exactly what we needed to see out of them in order to contend against this Manhattan squad.
And I think another thing that Incognito did well was on defense. They were able to get the ball out pretty quickly. Yes. They weren't able to, or they weren't getting locked in their own half. For sure, for sure.
But game number 2. Here we go. And down 1 is Manhattan. We get to see how it is they respond when down, especially against, you got to feel, Incognito's got to be hungry. You know, I know Go Rocks Go, and that man does not, no one likes losing, but he especially does not like to lose. You got to imagine that 0-7 really stung him for 4 months going in here. He wants to prove to everybody that he deserves to be here.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a shot by Ajax, getting right up to the top. 1-0, and Manhattan striking first in game 2.
Manhattan says that they deserve to be here, and just too slow from Go Rocks Go to get up, and Ajax beats him down, or beats him to that ball and knocks it down into the net.
Well, that's how you respond if you're Manhattan, and now you're up. So Manhattan taking that lead on the kickoff. Just gonna boom it downfield. Timon just gonna give way for his teammate there, just dumping it down towards the net was Ajax. Timon in support, knocked away. Is Incognito again, solid defensively in game 1. Can they continue it? That's a quick pass to Malekith, 2-0. Malekith waiting in the corner, he's gonna score those.
And that's the type of play that we expect from Manhattan. They tried to pull it off in the last game, and they were able to pull off some great combination plays between the two, but finally converting here and actually getting a goal from it.
Absolutely. And we saw a couple of those passing plays, like you said, in game 1. And Incognito right now, going down too early, better than going down too late, but got to get something going here quickly, looking for that read on the double touch. Go Rocks could not find it. Well, not Go Rocks, excuse me, Nicky Mac. Go Rocks in support. Back to Tuster. And Incognito going to move downfield. Nicky Mac just missing that one to keep it in play. Going to allow Manhattan to work their way slowly out of their zone. Back to the corner. Here's Ajax going straight towards that. Challenge is knocked away by Tuster, doing a nice job clearing that ball away himself.
Manhattan doing a good job of keeping the ball in the offensive zone, but again, Incognito doing great of just clearing it away. No momentum is gained here from Manhattan right now.
All they can do is boom it against their own back wall.
Tuster
just knocks it out to the side. Keeping the ball away from Manhattan, doing a nice job popping
great
it
pass.
up. Coming for the shot up off the crossbar. Malekith, a little bit of dysfunction here on the Manhattan side, trying to get it out. Somehow come away scoreless on that. Incognito not able to follow up.
Then you know, Timon getting in front of that one and flicking it away. Great play from him just to break it up, and he actually saves himself, his team, a lot of pressure on the offensive half.
When we were watching Manhattan before, we kind of said that no single player on this team really stands out. They really all play together, and I think that this is kind of showing itself. Everyone really playing an equal role on this Manhattan squad. Halfway through, still 2-0. As Malekith looks to get things set and going. Good play by Ajax, back to Timon. Here comes Manhattan again. No one's going for this ball. That shot up against the crossbar, bounces right down. Another save from Nicky Mac to keep the ball away. Still keeping the scoreline 0-2.
Shot right at him in Manhattan. While they can't kick themselves too hard, they do have a 2-goal lead. It would feel good to have 3.
Here up high, Timon looking. Manhattan threatening. 3-0 would feel pretty devastating. Go Rocks and Nicky Mac moving it downfield.
All 3 of Incognito in the corner there. This is scary.
Yeah, Tuster having to race back along with the rest of them, but able to get it out to at least the corner in the side.
Yeah, a little too slow there from Manhattan. They need to get the ball up the field faster if they want to counterattack.
Go Rocks up for Tuster. Tuster had to pull away as Go Rocks just kind of threw it back of the net. Gave it away from Manhattan for a little bit. It's the back tip to Malekith. Incognito running out of time right now. The ball continues, just finding itself on the wrong side of the half for them. Manhattan playing midfield perfectly right now and just shadowing Nicky Mac right there. Keeping the ball away again, just making you hear the wheels, you hear the engine, and you get a little scared. When Manhattan's threatening like that, here comes the double tap. We're looking for maybe a pinch. It was Ajax. About a minute left to go, Corelli. Manhattan has just kind of slowed this down to a crawl.
I was just about to say, Manhattan doing great time management here, game management, not letting Incognito have too many opportunities, and when they do, they have numbers back to make sure that it's harder for Incognito to score. And Manhattan doing a great job of just making sure that there's no risk being taken right now.
Going up for that was Malekith, coming straight back down, make a save. Timon was there, but Malekith covering all the options. Timon gonna throw it, almost getting a 3rd goal, but just a little wide. That shot high, almost 30 seconds to go for Incognito here in game number 2. Got that first goal and hung on to it. Didn't really mention that they also weren't really able to score it all after that first goal. Just were able to keep Manhattan out of their own half, and Manhattan give them a taste of their own medicine here in game 2.
Absolutely. This is a much better game for Manhattan, only from the finishing side of things, and they really kind of, like I said, went into game management mode. They really haven't threatened too much, but they've made sure that they're not going to get scored on.
Well, here comes Ajax trying to just throw it either under or over Go Rocks. He was going for something under his wheels. The under wheel scoop, if you will, but Manhattan taking game number 2. 1-1, we're going to release game 4.
I do not like under wheel scoop.
You know what,
that one is not a thing. We'll throw that one away. Thank you.
Not good.
I don't want people starting to say that.
I agree.
But Manhattan, great game from them, I think. Like I said, they get a couple quick goals. First one, a little bit of a mistake on Incognito's part, but the second one, very well deserved, outplayed by on the offensive side of things for Manhattan. And then from there, they just controlled the game all the way in. They just kind of shepherded all the way into the 0-second time, and they win their game.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Incognito only won that first game 1-0. They weren't able to, and I wouldn't say that they went into game management mode. They were trying to threaten multiple times. Manhattan really closed the door defensively for them, and since that first goal early in game 1, haven't allowed anything. So Manhattan playing well on every side of the pitch, looking really strong. Again, no one really does anyone really stand out for you? Because no one really stands out for me on Manhattan. It just seems like all 3 of them in tandem working really well together.
No, and that's not a bad thing. I think when you don't have to find a player that's like, wow, he is playing so well, everyone else is just playing good, but he's amazing. I don't think that's the case. In fact, I think it's better when everyone's playing so well that no one stands out, and that's what's happening for Manhattan. I think that all 3 of them are synergizing so well that it's just like, hey, Manhattan as a team are all playing great right now.
Yeah, and for Incognito, they had it going well for them defensively. Now we just got to get more offensive opportunities. We have to start converting, just like Manhattan couldn't convert in game 1. Sometimes the reverse becomes true for you when a game flip-flops like this. Game number 3, though, going to get underway for both of these squads. And Manhattan already threatening here. Malekith throwing it wide. They're going to go for their first offensive opportunity. Up high. Comes Ajax against the corner. Timon in support. That's a shot towards the net, knocked away by Tuster. Just gonna clear it downfield. A good pass. Nicky Mack gets that, but it's way wide. Still in play. Ball hanging around, and Ajax was just, it almost felt like no man's land against the backboard for him.
And that ball just came down the field so fast. I think it caught Manhattan off guard.
Go go just off the mark. Here, Incognito kicking up the gears. Another shot headed towards the net. A good bump, but wasn't able to recover in time. Tuster just trying to give it out and pulling away. Those Go Rocks go off the crossbar, can't get there. Manhattan almost getting away with one. Incognito still threatening against the corner. Bounces right out. Malekith and Ajax combining to get it out to at least the corner, but they're starting to choke themselves out here. Timon has to clear this back downfield, and he does.
Yeah, Manhattan, they're happy that they get that clear because things were starting to break down there, and there was a couple chances that maybe Incognito should have scored.
Oh, that's a huge whiff. Teaming it right down, rolling it under, tried, and then teaming it to the side. Hit his teammate. Manhattan had a scoring opportunity, squandered just like Incognito before.
Incognito on the other side. Very lucky that Manhattan didn't score there. They both have lucked out now, so all the luck's used up for both these teams.
No more luck to go. You rolled your die, you got a 20. You don't get any more of those. Go Rocks doing what they can to clear it downfield. Tuster getting a little physical on that play. It's Incognito with Go Rocks. A lot of demos coming out. It's on both sides here. Or Incognito with 2 demos. And a pass to Tuster, broken up just a little too hard here for Incognito to move downfield. Oh, what a touch here by Ajax. That shot off the crossbar and a great job, but a little bit of an overcommitment on defense. Not disaster for Incognito, able to get it out of their zone, but Manhattan just can't get there.
Yeah, and that was kind of the woes we saw in the first game. Manhattan threatening, but not able to just get that last touch for the goal.
Almost scrambling defensively, a double commit. These double commits aren't getting punished yet, but sooner or later they come to bite you. Ajax back down to Timon and Manhattan. I've had a lot of Incognito pressure, a huge miss on the pass from Tuster. Incognito just trying to boom it out, keeping it down, controlling the midfield boost as much as they can. Ajax one tap. Can he get the second one? Just away from it, but look, into the corner. In it goes Timon, able to slide it right in. Manhattan scoring the first goal of the game.
Ajax kind of got a weird balance. It came out instead of just straight down. He hit it perfectly on that corner, and Timon just did the best he could to just make contact, put it on frame, and he does. He gets the benefit there against the post, and it rolls in for him.
Gotta love it. Sometimes the post giveth, and the post taketh
That
away.
was a giveth.
Absolutely a giveth. Less than 2 minutes left to go now. In Game 3, Manhattan, things stand as they are now. They will be at game point heading into Game 4. That's a nice pass and a nice shot and a better save by Go Rocks Go, picking a savior badge up, and then a double tap, puts his wheels. He makes himself as big as he can, and Ajax gets the second goal of the game.
A little miscommunication on the Incognito side, and Timon, what a setup from him. Ajax just dunking it down. So many opportunities for Incognito to save that, but nobody can make perfect contact, and now a 2-0 lead opens up for Manhattan.
Such a good initial pass to let that opportunity develop for Manhattan. Incognito now in similar territory from Game 2. Timon winning everything about that ball, the ceiling and the challenge as well. And this has turned quite into Manhattan's favor. Incognito had a lot of great early pressure, just not able to finish. And they're still throwing an open net here for Incognito. They threw an open net to him. There you go, Go Rocks. Take that, down by 1.
Okay, well, a little overcommit there from Manhattan, a little overzealous. But yeah, Incognito kind of gifted a goal here. And Manhattan, if they lose this game, if Incognito fights their way back in here, whew, that's a little frustrating.
Midfield is going to be not quite nobody, not quite anybody, not nobody yet. Nobody would imply that it would be everybody. Ajax waiting for this ball. Well, that's going straight down towards the net. Incognito gets that. Tuster slams that one home. We have a tie game, Corelli.
Go Rocks Go read this one perfectly. He saw the angle that Ajax is coming up. He dunks it down. It goes straight down to Tuster, the man who's going to be all over the field for Incognito. He's in the right spot, and he ties up the game.
That's just what they needed, and the momentum, the pendulum swinging towards the blue side here. They're not done yet. They want this to end in regulation. Setting it up is Nicky Mac.
Uh-oh.
Cleared away. It's still deadly. Coming around. Good rotation by Malikis to keep it out of the net. Manhattan moving downfield. At least trying to move downfield. Opposite side of Manhattan territory. Incognito just trying to work the edge. Forgot about Timon as he's moving around. 30 seconds to go. Manhattan. A good transition by them. Give them a solid chance. There's a shot challenge coming around. A good clear by Go Rocks Go. Still dangerous for Incognito. They want to clear this ball out, and they're going to. Go Rocks. He might have an opportunity looking for the goal. Cleared away by Ajax. The ball sails towards the net, not wanting to overcommit.
Oh, what a read.
Manhattan might have
Timon!
that opportunity. Timon's like, where are you guys? And Ajax and Malikis are like, dude, we didn't expect that. Are you kidding me?
Still opportunity.
The shot is going in.
He got it.
And the buzzer beater. Ajax scores the goal. Manhattan taking the lead in the series, 3-2.
Yeah, that's absolutely Ajax there, not Malikis. And what a touch. The 0-second time, Incognito just got a little sleepy on defense. They thought we were going to overtime, and Manhattan says, no, we are not. We are going to take this game.
That overtime goes all Timon. All Timon. Timon set all of that up. You saw Ajax and Malikis were both like, yeah, that's going to touch the ground. There's no way Timon's going to make anything happen with that. And then just, nah, dude, you got to believe. You got to believe.
And Manhattan believed.
Manhattan believed.
And like you said, I think it was Timon. He starts it off right there. He gets the dunk. He forces the issue. Confidence goes in favor. The pendulum swung back a little bit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Manhattan find themselves in a pretty good spot.
The pendulum is quite a fickle thing.
Yeah. So are posts.
Posts are very fickle as well. And for Incognito, there's nothing more deflating than being able to come back and then still losing the game in regulation after that ball stayed up for so long. And we're just trying to rotate back. You don't want to overcommit. You're like, all right, we're going to go to overtime. We'll play for that kickoff, and then it ends up biting you at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what's more painful, losing in overtime or losing in 0-second time in regulation.
Yeah, it all hurts.
It all hurts.
Varying degrees of pain.
And Manhattan find themselves on match point now against Incognito. And I got to say, Incognito not playing poorly. And Manhattan, I think, are slowly ramping up here. They're playing better and better.
It's really interesting to see how Nicky Mac has really fit in well with this squad. They definitely look better than I think what we saw out of them in the last rival series. So it's nice to see that improvement out of them. But now you're fighting out of this hole, and Manhattan up high. This is it. You win this game. You start off 1-0 here in the rival series. You feel pretty good about yourself. And I think they've shown everybody today what they can do and what we've kind of touted about them, about their passing. Game number 4, Corelli, for Incognito. It's a must-win.
It's an absolute must-win if they want to stay in the series here. And I believe they can make the comeback, I guess, in this series. Manhattan have played well, but Incognito has exposed a couple faults.
Malikis trying to take that pass, ends up missing it, but Ajax and Timon right there. Up high, looking for that pick was Go Rocks Go. Can't find it there, and Incognito just working the end again. We've seen them do this in this series continually. It's just that finishing. Finish the goals, finish the opportunity. Put yourselves up. Ajax needs some help. It's out of boost right now. Go Rocks Go buying time for Nicky Mac. Loses the challenge anyway to Malikis. Ajax playing against Tuster. Best he could do is kill the ball. Still fighting Tuster in the corner. He gets away with it.
What a flick to
follow up high. Following it up. Can he get that touch? And a good save by Ajax.
Great save by Ajax. The counterattack was on from Incognito. They got the flick. That's even more dangerous, but bailed out by Ajax.
Tuster just trying to find something. He gets destroyed. Go Rocks Go. Giving it out to Nicky Mac. Nicky Mac ending up getting it past the defense, but nothing solid just yet. Tuster coming down. That ball still high. Go Rocks decided against that one, and ended up everyone's missing the ball now. We forgot how to hit the ball for a little while, and everyone picked it back up. Ajax making another save for Manhattan.
It's a calculated fake there.
Yeah, absolutely. Here in midfield. Incognito just trying to play it slow. Go Rocks making the most of an awkward touch, getting it past one Manhattan attacker. And 2 minutes into this game, it just has felt kind of weird here for both squads. Oh, and a huge whiff, but luckily for Incognito, no one there to follow up.
Great flick from Tuster, beating his first defender, but the rotation so quick from Manhattan. Timon coming in and dunking that one away.
Good challenge from Nicky Mac. He's threatening, but Ajax just takes the ball completely away from him and ring around the rosy the ball. Allows Incognito to just throw that back away to Manhattan's zone. Oh, that's a shot towards the net, just wide though. Malicus had the option covered if it was there. Oh, that's a tap over. Could be Incognito's shot, and getting back just in the nick of time. Ajax and Malicus work to clear it out back downfield. Halfway through this, still scoreline at 0. Incognito was threatened a little bit. Manhattan is threatened a little bit, but otherwise, nothing.
There's been a couple times on the Incognito side where they have these offensive pass backs to the defense, and they're playing so deep that no one's there in time.
Uh-oh, that could be deadly. Coming the shot onto the goal, and just makes that save. Tuster pinches it against the post to keep it out of the net.
Time here for Incognito. They need to take advantage of it because Manhattan, when they spread the field like that, they need to kind of recollect themselves, get some boost, get back in rotation on the Incognito side.
Downfield on the pass, off the backboard. Can anyone follow up on this? Catching it, flipping it up, and a good save by Nicky Mac needs to be followed up. No one on Incognito can get there and just hit it off of his wheels. Too slow for that to be a goal. That shot heading towards the net. Ajax finally finishes an excellent offensive opportunity. 1-0 for Manhattan.
Manhattan knocked on the door several times there, and finally someone answers. It's Ajax who puts that ball away. Again, the defense so spread out for Incognito that they just leave the goal wide open.
And just, it was so many opportunities for them where if it's constantly coming straight down against the box, a little bit of panic is going to set in for Incognito, and now finding themselves down 1 goal. Not a lot of time left. They want to get this right back. Tuster looking for either Go Rocks Go or Nicky Mac, but Manhattan just takes it away. Ajax doing work right now in game number 4 for Manhattan, looking to close this series out. Malicus, that's a shot on the net, saved by Go Rocks. Timon gonna keep it alive. Timon and Go Rocks battling twice now for shots on net. 1 minute to go, Corelli, for Incognito. They've had the opportunities, but Nicky Mac's out of boost, and they're on the retreat. Here comes Manhattan attacking yet again. Manhattan. Up high, there he is, and then a good save by Go Rocks following that ball straight around.
The question is, can Manhattan put the dagger in this game? They're 1 game away to winning the match, but Nicky Mac is not going to let that happen so easily. It's all tied up with 45 seconds.
There you go, Incognito. You took the opportunity first to Go Rocks, then to Nicky Mac. 45 seconds left.
And the defense caught in disarray there from Manhattan. Incognito taking advantage, and they won a game 5.
They want game 5. And I think Manhattan would love anything but a game 5 at this point. We've seen some crazy antics late in these games. Can Manhattan pull something similar here in game number 4? Incognito. Again, Nicky Mac has come up big in this series, replacing Jay Wismont, really the star player of Incognito last season. His last 20 seconds, crucial for Manhattan. Opposite side of the zone.
Lots of time spent on the defensive half of Incognito. I do not want to see another regulation goal to win it here from Manhattan. Incognito need to stop that.
And Tuster doing everything he can on that end, but as long as this ball's in the air, there's a chance that's going to hit the ground. We got overtime.
This is Incognito's time to shine. Backs against the wall, but for Manhattan, they just want to close out this series.
Go Rocks winning on this kickoff. He has an opportunity high, but it's played away nicely by Ajax. Looking for that shot. It's going in, and Tuster gets that pick away. What was not a solid clear. We're going to game 5.
Just when you thought all the confidence was lost in Incognito, the momentum not in their favors, they fight back into this game, and 12 seconds into overtime, Tuster's like, let's go, game 5, baby.
He's ready for it, and you know he's pumped for it. All 3 of these guys are ready to go. Again, the ever so fickle pendulum swinging their way. And game number 5 for Manhattan, it just, you felt like they had control of that game. Incognito had so many pressure point opportunities early, weren't able to capitalize, and then finally something broke. They were able to get through. Some mistouches from Manhattan, maybe feeling that pressure a little bit late, allowed Incognito to take control and win this series. Oh, win this game, excuse me, not the series.
Oh, almost. We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Incognito is definitely fighting back in this series, and if I'm Manhattan right now, you need to get your confidence back. Okay, yeah, we lost that game, but hey, we're the better team. Manhattan is the better team on paper, and Incognito is staying in there. They're fighting back, but if Manhattan comes in with the mentality that they're the better team and that they can play to a higher level, they're going to win this last game.
You really pointed out Tuster as the guy on this team, and I think he's shown that in this series. He has come through big time all over the field, every single phase of the game, defensively, in the midfield, making great challenges, and also scoring some crucial goals for Incognito. They keep doing that. They're going to win this game number 5.
We're going to see, Jorby. I want to see.
You want to see Incognito?
Who do you got? Last game between these two guys.
Whew. I tell you what, Incognito's looking pretty powerful right now, and I gotta stick. You know, I'm sticking to my guns. This has been back and forth series all series long. Ajax, Malekith, and Timon going to win this series against Incognito. What about you?
I'm going to stick to my guns, man. Like you said, Manhattan. I'm not going to flip-flop. I've been called a flip-flopper before, Jordan. I'm not going to flip-flop now.
And it's just, it's the worst. You're the worst, Corelli. It's awful. I'm just kidding. I love you. But game number 5 underway now, and this is it for this series. Manhattan maybe looking for Ajax, but just a little too close to the center of the backboard. Here comes Timon looking for that, played away nicely by Go. And Manhattan looking to establish some early pressure. Ajax giving away from Malekith. Oh, a nice touch by Ajax, double commit by Incognito, but also a bump in midfield by Manhattan.
Oh, what a dunk.
And a great dunk and a good save by Ajax, who has had how many saves has Ajax had in this series? I feel like I constantly see his name up there.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Manhattan able to keep it out. Back into Incognito territory.
Too slow on the defensive side of Incognito. Go needs to get that ball faster. And Manhattan, they're hungry for a goal. They're a little upset that they lost that last game.
Well, off the backboard, back wall. Malekith's just going to grab boost and knock that straight back to midfield. But Tuster can't win that fight. That's a great pass to the end, and a good save by Gorox, who already has a savior badge in the first minute and a half of this game against Manhattan. Not able to get that clear. Huge whiff. Nicky Mac takes advantage. 1-0. Incognito goes up.
A defensive blunder on the Manhattan side. Timon should be able to read this or at least get a touch on it, and he doesn't. Nicky Mac able to put that one away, and Incognito starting off hot here against Manhattan.
We've seen them go up before against Manhattan and then just have a blunder. And Manhattan ending up winning the game. Will that be the case as this game continues to wind down? We are still plenty of time to play.
What we haven't seen from Manhattan is those passing plays.
Oh, what a bump!
That they're so known for right now, and I think it's a good defense from Incognito, honestly. I think they're meeting the ball, like I said, halfway right now and not letting them get on a roll into rotation and into that start boost-starving the other team.
Shutting down those passing lanes. So crucial against teams that pass as well as we've seen Manhattan do. Across the side and a good clear by Nicky Mac. Timon looking up high.
Great clear.
And like you said, a great clear by Incognito. Just boom it down and almost like time management. That's a shot and then a good save by Timon looking for his buddy but picked off there by Tuster. Incognito threatening here. Manhattan does a good job clearing it down to midfield. Ajax in support, tries to take the shot and knocked away by Nicky Mac.
Tuster had the line there to score that goal. It wasn't able to, and Manhattan did a good job of turning that into a counterattack.
They are threatening yet again. Off the back wall, the shot and another save by Go. That's his 4th save of the game. Just coming up huge defensively for his team right now. Tuster has no boost left. It's gonna have to give way to Ajax on this, to Malekith, to Timon. That's coming straight back down. Tuster takes it away, back to midfield. Manhattan just can't find really that consistent offensive opportunity from Incognito.
And Incognito doing really good here of moving the ball in the midfield, finding each other. Combination plays between player to player, and not only that, but making their offensive strides more meaningful.
Up high Manhattan, maybe getting a little antsy as time's winding down, still down 1-0. This was similar to game number 1. Incognito held the lead for the entire time and ended up winning the game at this scoreline. Manhattan trying to get this away, but losing challenges, slow on the reads here. A quick pass, teeing it down for Ajax Malekith to Timon. Timon, a slow floater, if you will, back towards the backboard. That shot going wide and a great bump. Ajax scores. We got a tie game.
It was a great shot from Ajax just to put it on frame, but if we can see it, Timon, he gets the bump on the last guy, or at least forces the mistake coming out from the last defender. And really, sometimes you don't even have to make the bump. Making them jump or dodge out of the way is all you need to score the goal.
A minute left now. We have a tie scoreline. Could go to a Game 5 overtime. And, you know, when Gilly asked me, it's like, you know, this is the game to look out for. We might have the Game 5 overtime be Incognito and Manhattan. That shot just off the post, and Ajax follows it up again. He has been the finisher for Manhattan in this series. It's 2-1.
And I've been complimenting Incognito throughout this series. The defense has been very strong for them, but Nicky Mac challenging backwards there is not good. And the shot from Ajax just away from the defenders. Manhattan find themselves. Can they close out Game 5?
Has swung in their favor. They cannot let their foot off the gas here. They have to keep the pressure up. Incognito has come back time and again in this series.
What a play!
And Ajax has just come up huge for Manhattan. And here is Malekith just making it work himself. Incognito falling apart here, 3-1.
Yeah, this all comes off of the first whiff by Tuster. Malekith beats the last defender. It's a wide open net for him and gives his team a 2-goal lead.
With 36 seconds left to go, that's about as comfortable as you can feel. Incognito not out of the woods just yet, having a chance, but they got to get something on this possession. Maybe getting physical is the answer, but the ball's going the wrong way for that. But downfield, looking for the cherry pick, teeing it down, and a good challenge. Incognito still threatening. Can they get a goal? Manhattan doing a great job defensively, clearing that ball out as time is ticking down to 0, running out for Incognito to grab their first win in the rival series. Flipping it by a great move here by, oh my goodness, hello?
What is going on?
Yeah, Malekith.
And Manhattan walk away with their first rival series win.